Jason has fans all over the country, the world. He's quite the traveler, and he's got fans everywhere. So we're very excited to have you here with us, live, watching the live stream, catching it live. So I'd love to welcome Jason to the stage. He's got a very special guest with him tonight that he will be introducing. So Jason.
How the hell y'all doing? Awesome. Good to see y'all. Hey, I wanted to tell you, a dear friend of mine happens to be in town tonight, and I want you to all make him welcome. This is my friend Parker Smith coming up from LA, and I hope you enjoy his set. So we're going to bring him on here. Parker is an incredible person, musician, and hat maker. He made this hat that I'm wearing. I've been coast to coast with it. So one more time, make welcome Mr. Parker Smith.
Hello. All right. My name is Parker Smith, as those two handsome gentlemen just said. I'll play you some songs, and I believe I wrote most of these. If not, oh, yeah, we need that. Shortly. Technical difficulty. There we go.
Miles down today, and I still feel that I'm on my way, but I'm sitting in this dirty old hotel room. Well, I ain't been here but 30 minutes, 93 beers down, but I ain't quitting till the six-pack's gone. Oh, the train's rolling by, I can feel it shaking the floor. Oh, the train's rolling by, I can feel it's helping me worry no more. I'm strumming my guitar to the rhythm is passing along. When their whistle blows, boy, I feel at home. Well, temptation's calling, you know I can hear it. Well, I'd be lying if I said that I couldn't, but I'm sitting all alone. Well, lonesomeness sets in and I feel at home, singing to myself in this dark motel room. My head on my head, my boots are laid out on the floor. Oh, the train's rolling by, I can feel it shaking the floor. Oh, the train's rolling by, I can feel it's helping me worry no more. Well, I'm strumming my guitar to the rhythm is passing along. When the whistle blows, boy, I feel at home. When that whistle blows, boy, I feel at home. Ain't it funny how people, they tend to disappoint? You like to see the good in them and think they won't, but they do. Honey, you know they do. They bring you down to the bottom when you should have been on top. They'll stop your engine right when it starts. I know it's sad, but honey, you know it's true. Well, if there's two things I know, one is rudeness is easily found, and the second thing is that, darling, you're the sweetest thing around. Why don't we break away and start a life of our own? Oh, get a little piece of land, bury it in the trees and call it our home. Well, we're living in the thick of it in this big old city. Don't get me wrong, darling. Things are pretty, but day after day, in the little ways I want to break you down. Well, you can't feel at home. Well, you can't get no rest. 6 o'clock in the morning, construction causing ruckus. The cars are honking and people are shouting outside our door. Well, if there's two things I know, one is rudeness is easily found, and the second thing is that, darling, you're the sweetest thing around. Why don't we break away and start a life of our own? A little piece of land buried in the trees and call it our own. Have you ever woke up to the birds singing you a song? It's like a waking up with the one you love just nestled in your arms. God forbid we ever raise kids in any God-forsaken place when no one's ever good enough. The tough just gets tougher every day. Well, if there's two things I know, one is rudeness is easily found, and the second thing is that, darling, you're the sweetest thing around. Why don't we break away and start a life of our own? We'll get a little piece of land, maybe in the trees, and call it our own. Why don't we break away and start a life of our own? We'll get a little piece of land buried in the trees and call it our own. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This next one I'm going to do, I wrote when I'm 25, and I tell you that because I say it right in here in the song. It's called Bound to Your Heart. A little quicker one here. I was younger, I was rowdy, I stayed all night, I wouldn't come home till I saw a morning light. Now I'm 25 years old and getting married to the pretty girl that you ever seen. Oh, the wind blew in my life, and oh, to my surprise, I moved out to California way. I heard they sleep out every night, another thing to my surprise, them city folks don't do that at all. Never know where you're bound or where you're going, but bound to your heart I wanna stay. I was hungry, I was angry, oh, how I was angry, I didn't even know I was mad at. I just knew I had to roam, just knew I had to go, just had to get my feet out on the road. Road led me to Arizona, heart led me to California. Where will it lead me next, boy, I don't know. Just know that I'm ready to read the next chapter, even though I can't read very well. Oh, you never know where you're bound, where you're going, but bound to your heart I wanna stay. Made things with my hands, and to this day I continue that. You can find me making hats or writing songs. I still find solace in silence. I still don't care for violence, even though I fight with myself every day. I still like seeing where an open road will take me when the sky is wide as you can see. We're darling, our sky is as wide as we can see. And the only people on the road are you and me, and you never know where you're bound or where you're going, but bound to your heart I wanna stay. Say bound to your heart I wanna. Thank you. Now, if y'all don't mind, I'd like to play some banjo and roll my sleeves up. I'm getting a little warm. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Y'all excited to see Jason? Now, Jason is someone that, whether he knows it or not, I've secretly admired that man for about 10 years. I used to see him playing up in the Northwest, and, well, I guess I'm up in the Northwest now, so playing up here, and, man, he's always been a one of a kind and something to aspire to, you know. He's a great fella, and I'm thankful you put me on these shows, Jason. I know you're in the other room, but it's the thought that counts, you know what I mean? All right. I'm going to tune this banjo up real quick, and I'm going to play you a song. I'm traveling with a dog. He's been my best friend for about 11 years, and he hasn't been on the road in a long time, but he's settling right back in just like he used to. And I wasn't going to play this song tonight. I was going to play a different song, but as I was walking him around before this, I thought, you know what, I got to play this song. It's on my second record. It's called Old Dog Blue. Jive County. My wife died and left me bound. Now these pretty girls gang around me. That's why I'm going back to Jive County. I had no dog, his name was Blue. You know, Blue was mighty true. You know, Blue was a good old dog. Blue treated possum and a heart of love. You know, from that he's a good old dog. Blue treated possum on a limb. Blue looked at me and I looked at him. Grabbed that possum, put him in a sack. Stay with him till I get back. You hear it ring, you hear it ring. You hear it ring, you hear it ring. You hear it ring, you hear it ring. Saying, oh, Blue, you good dog, you. Oh, Blue, you good dog, you. Possum on a limb. Blue looked at me and I looked at him. grave, that possum put him in the sand. Blue stay with him till I get back. The wind blew died, I dug his grave. I dug his grave with a silver spade. Laid him down with a golden chain. With every link I called his name. I say, oh, Blue, you good dog, you. Oh, Blue, you good dog, you. Oh, Blue, you good dog, you. No, Blue, you good dog, you. Blue, you good dog, you. Thank you.
That was old Dog Blue. That was an old Jim Jackson number. All right. Now I'll play you one off my last record here. It's one of my original tunes. It's called Ease for an Anxious Mind. It's an instrumental number. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Would y'all like to hear an old cowboy number? Not so old of one. It's a Don Edwards tune. It's called Coyote. That works.
There was a cowboy I know in South Texas. His face was burned deep by the sun. It's about history. He's part sage and part mesquite. And he was held in Pontrovia, who was young. And he tell you a tale of the old days, when this country was wild all around. He'd say, out under the stars of the Milky Way, and he'd listen while them coyotes they howl, and they'd say, ooh, yip, ooh, yip, ooh. 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 Now the longhorns are gone, and the drovers are gone, the Comanches are gone, and the outlaws are gone, the Geronimo's gone, and the Sandbags is gone. Lion is gone and the red wolf is gone. Well, he cursed all the roads and the old men, and he cursed the automobiles. He'd say, there's no place for an hombre like I am in this new world of asphalt and steel. Then he look off someplace in the distance. It's something only he could see. He'd say, all that's left now of the old days are these damn old coyotes and me. And they say, ooh, yip, ooh, yip, ooh. Ooh, yip, ooh, yip, ooh. That longhorns are gone, and the drovers are gone, the Comanches are gone, and the outlaws are gone, Geronimo's gone, and the Sandman is gone, the lion is gone, and the red wolf is gone. Well, one morning they searched his adobe. He disappeared without even a word. But that night, as the moon crossed the mountains, one more coyote was heard. They say, ooh, yip, ooh, yip, ooh. 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 Thank you. Thank you very much. That's a song that I love, and I very rarely get to play that song where it gets the silence it deserves. You know, I think that's just such a beautiful song. And, oh, it's incredible. All right. Now I'll play you a new one. I'm going to try it out on you guys.
hadn't played harp in a good amount of years until a few weeks ago, so we'll see how that goes as well. Here's a new one of mine called 1001.
When I look out the window, I tell you what I see. But I don't see nothing that interests me. But it's okay for now, ain't that saying getting old? Well, truth be told, I'm getting older too. Truth be told, I'm getting older too. When you close your eyes, tell me, what do you see? Do you see land that's far away? Do you see land that's free? How many times have I wrote this song? Well, I write this song 1,000 times until we find our home. Say I write this song 1,000 more times until we find our home. What if we had a pasture where we could raise a life and some homegrown tomatoes? Tell me, doesn't that sound nice? Oh, if we had tomatoes, we'd have it made up right. For true love and homegrown tomatoes are the only two things that money can buy. When you close your eyes, tell me, what do you see? Do you see land that's far away? Do you see land that's free? How many times have I wrote this song? I write this song 1,000 more times until we find our home. Say I write this song 1,000 more times until we find our home.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to tell y'all a true story now. Well, they're all true stories, but you know what I mean. This song's probably more of a rant than a song, but it's one that I've enjoyed playing for a lot of years. It's one of mine. It's called A Different Kind of Friends. Whew, here we go.
I have more junk than I have space, and I know more records than I know faces, and all this junk, it's my only friend.
The hat is bothering me.
And now the day I die is the day my junkin' ends. There we go. I pick up one of my banjos and a fiddle gets lonesome. So I pick up a fiddle, but a guitar starts calling. Oh, sorry, guess there ain't room at my place. When it comes to my bed, the instruments take the empty space. I got 10, 12, 15, 18 instruments with strings. I got 2, 3, 4, 5,000 records in my place. Oh, just when my days feel long, I remember all my friends are back at home. I got a hat for every hour, and I got 10 tops in my shower, and my blankets are made out of coyote pelt. I got stained glass in my windows and a hat so hung on horseshoes. I got 100.5 pearl snap shirts. I got railroad spikes and railroad line and pocket watches to tell my time, and a framed picture of a lady with a beard. I got old crank-up phonographs and suspenders and boots coming out my ass, and a dog that's okay with all of it. I got 10, 12, 15, 18 instruments with strings. I got 2, 3, 4, 5,000 records in my place. Oh, just when my days feel long, I remember all my friends are back at home. Well, I got decanters full of nice whiskey in a library, but I can't read a wood-burning stove and a deed to a house that I don't know. I got a tractor seat and raven feet and owl feet and fox feet and coyote feet. Have wings of skunk, pale and powdery. Got a motorcycle that don't run, but that don't mean that it ain't fun to put my goggles on, pretend that I am flying. I got a trunk to come from an old box car and an old pickup truck that doesn't go far, and 200 pictures that ain't got no frames. Well, a dozen of them my kids with goats, and I got my grandfather's old peacoat and my great-grandma's butter churn well for churning butter. Then there's bottles over 100 years old, brother. I almost had my story told. There's one more thing I'd like to say. Oh, some might say I have a problem when it comes to those folks supposing, girl, I don't know whoever said you can't buy happiness. Well, I can guarantee you that person hadn't seen my shit. I got 10, 12, 15, 18 instruments with strings. I got 2, 3, 4, 5,000 records in my place. Oh, just when my days feel long, I remember all my friends are back at home. I remember all my friends are back at home. Now, a number of years have been by since I wrote that song, and a lot has changed, as I'm sure it has with you as well. Got a couple new guitars and banjos, some records, and maybe a fiddle or two. I got another dog, another truck, make that 2 trucks, and a horse, and I found a love that's true. Oh, that's right, that's right. I also acquired me a wife, and that wife that I acquired required that some of my friends met the curve. The first thing to go was that old pickup truck, and the second were all my taxidermy friends. The third to go was a couple thousand records, and the fourth was the state that I lived in. Now, there's no more to this story, folks. Just be careful what you acquire, because what you acquire might require you get rid of some things. I got 10, 12, 15, 18 instruments with strings. I got 2, 3, 4, 5,000 records in my place. Oh, just when my days feel long, I remember all my friends are back at home. Woo! So that one took a minute to get through. I hadn't actually written that last little thing at the end there. I had to kind of freestyle it, but we went for it and it worked. We're good. Good thing only we're watching this, right? There's no one at home watching this. Well, folks, I got a couple more. I appreciate you listening. It's a very big treat for me to get to come up here, and I really appreciate it. This next one I'm going to do is called Some Days. We're cutting a record at the end of summer here, and this one's going to be on it. So picture like some steel guitar and harmonica and, some drums and a bass on there. If I can get the guitar in tune. Sometime I wonder, why I wonder, do it too much anyhow. Time like this when I used to hit the road, but I can't do that now. So I sit and ponder these thoughts, like where have they gone? They're piling up while you're growing up. Am I all grown? Lord, please give me strength to rebuild the ship I'll sink. Give me a shovel, I've got some time to lose. Oh, some days I feel like I'm holding this. Some days I feel full of vinegar and piss. Some days are just that. There's some days. Take me back to that Carnation River, the one I floated in when I was a boy. Well, this feeling of nowhere to go. Oh, if that ain't the feeling of home, how many chances does one man have before they're gone? Tell me now so I can plan ahead. With my whole house, give me strength to rebuild the ship I'll sink. Give me a shovel, I got some time to lose. For some days I feel like I'm on this. Some days I feel full of vinegar and piss. Some days, we'll get there, I'll just stand. There's some days, some days. That's the note right there. It's not that one. There we go. Thank you. Look at that. That's what you get for trying to do something new, huh? I'm going to try another one on you guys here. This one, I wrote this probably almost 10 years ago now, and I was flipping through old lyric books, and I stumbled upon it, and I thought it'd be a fun one to play. So we're going to do it. It's called Every City, Every Town. I don't think that worked out right. All right. Now it's in. My kid left Arizona, left so quick. Santa Fe, cause it'll quit on me. They quit on me. Oh, she left so fast, didn't even tell me. Where first she went down to New Orleans. Bet your last dollar she didn't call on me. Didn't call on me. Oh, buddy run into her down in New Orleans. Oh, summertime's a coming, she's a heading north. As for North Carolina, baby, then of course I know. Say I know. Oh, my buddy run into her on the Virginia coast. Well, I always liked having all my friends around. Friends in every city, down in every town. But ever since they told me about my gal, you know these friends of mine, they're really dragging me down. Summertime's a coming, she's a heading no time for that gal to eat the coast. Going to New York from on in Maine. I know because my buddy was on the same train. Said she got off somewhere in between. Well, she landed her feet in Chicago town. Her cousin went into, she was running around. She said, she's Colorado bound. Got the Rocky Mountain fever, baby, I know that fever well. Well, I was strolling downtown, Salado, Colorado, when that gal came walking to me. Well, I turned the corner so fast, pretended I didn't see. Well, I always liked having all my friends around, friends in every city, down in every town. But ever since they told me about that gal, you know these friends of mine, they're really dragging me down. Well, I always liked having all my friends around, friends in every city, down in every town. When they told me about that gal, you know these friends of mine, they're really dragging me down. Woo.
Thank you all very much. This is my last song. I appreciate all you guys' ears and your eyes and everything. I appreciate the Hive for having me here, and hopefully it won't be the last time.
You can take that stage anytime.
I'll be here tomorrow at 4 p.m., everybody. I'm only cash through me. That's the only way it's going to work. All right. Now this one, I moved out to California from Arizona, and I had a few residencies back there, and we'd pack the house every Friday night, and everybody would be dancing, and you couldn't see past the first 2 people, but it was a blast. And I had a string band at the time, and we wrote this song for that. And it's a fun one to do. It's called Bodies Are Swaying. And this harmonica, it's missing that note, so we'll go around it. We'll go around that one. Just remind me it's that one. That one there. Okay.
The room is hazy, and the smoke all around. And bodies are swaying all to the same sound. Oh, my feet are dancing through the soles of my shoes. My eyes are closed while I sing. Where is the blues? Oh, now bodies are swaying all to the same sound. A room full of apples and a bottle of gin, wrapping their troubles in paper and blowing them to the wind. Oh, now, how can you blame them from turning their troubles to fun? My mom's at ease and my race is a run. Oh, now bodies are swaying all to the same sound. Hey, my mind's at ease. I say my mind's at ease. up that fiddle and you rising up double. And you make this poor boy feel like he ain't got nowhere to go. Oh, my feet are dancing through the soles of my shoes. My eyes are closed while I sing. Where is the blues? Oh, now bodies are swaying. Oh, to the same song.
I need that note on that one. I'm gonna skip that.
The room full of apples and a bottle of gin, wrapping their troubles in paper and blowing them to the wind. Oh, now, how can you blame them for turning their troubles to fun? My mom's at ease and my races are run. Oh, now bodies are swaying. Oh, to the same song. In my mind, my mind. I say my mind, my mind. Eddie.
All
Thank
right.
y'all very much.
Parker
Thank you
Smith,
very
everybody.
much. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. So we're going to take a quick intermission. We're going to get Jason up here on this stage, and we'll be right back with you. Thanks for being with us tonight. And don't forget, if you're online watching right now, you're watching this live stream, please leave some comments. We'd love to have that feedback for the artists. Thank you very much. And glad you're enjoying the show. We'll get you right back here live with us here shortly.
Well, you see, this town's been cruel to me, but it's taught me many things. Thing I like most about this town is leaving it again. The people, they all shun me on the street and in the bar. And the only time they love me is when I'm holding this guitar. Looking for a reason to ride. Someone to help her cross the bridge that she just built inside. But me, I will keep drifting with no lover at my side. Keep it that way into the day I die. Keep it that way into the day I die. Well, it's just what a good friend he said to me. Maybe I am not where I thought that I would be, but this California street corner gonna have to work for me. Rambling man have no destiny. Rambling man have no there's no destiny. her, she's way down in southern land. She talks about all types of things I really don't understand. Know how to love me, baby, I swear that I can. You don't know how to love me, I swear that I can. You don't know how to love me, baby, I swear. Honey, I swear I can. Thank y'all. This is my pop country hit. Well, I travel light, and at night I'm quiet and I'm stealth. Well, everywhere that I wander around, I like to go all by myself. I played some songs for the locals, put on this little show. Then they asked me why I left my home, and I said that I do not know. Way out in North Dakota, it's a long ways from my home. I have gone rambling, been rambling all alone. I woke in Minnesota, my sleep was fair and fine. My goal, it is Montana, and I'm making real good time. Well, I've grown to love my lonesome ways. I'll take the old high line. I like to walk, I drift, and I wander. You know I am the hard tramp kind. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf, babe. I'm a lone wolf. Let me go all alone. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf, babe. I'm a lone wolf, all alone. Way down in California, yeah, I work this land of mine. I've been driving cattle for the brand. Drinking is my crime. Night and day I work alone. My weary bones, they grind. Well, my hands are chopped from baling hay, wrapped up in old barn twine. That good horse up and died one day. She had enough of trying. Now I'm old and turning gray. I've been the hard luck kind. I'm alone, all alone. I'm alone. Let me go all alone. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf now. I'm a lone wolf, all alone. woods, and all them yuppies in Boulder County, they say that I am no good. Night and day I work, they forge. This life, it is my trade. Because when I'm not a working hard, you know I'm bound to misbehave. Like a lone wolf, like a lone wolf, babe. Like a lone wolf, let me go all alone. I'm a lone wolf, all alone. All right, hey, thank you, Grants Pass, Oregon. Cheers, everybody. If you have a drink, cheers. If you don't, toast to the ghost. Well, I spent a lot of time doing this all over the place, all different types of venues and shows, and I'm in the habit of saying, I'm Jason Dea West from Southern Oregon, but I'm in Southern Oregon, and I now live in Arizona, so I'll just say good to see y'all. This little song here is the title track off my most recent album that I put out called The Lost Camp Dreams. And the Lost Camp to me represents kind of a 21st century big rock candy mountain. It's where tired tramps and hobos go to rest. And we all need to rest sometime. The only way to get there is to dream it. And I've learned to surround myself with folks who aren't afraid to dream. Because as soon as I get around folks who are afraid to dream, that starts to rub off. And I dream big, and I've been dreaming my way coast to coast for years, and I don't intend to stop doing that. So I'll just keep on dreaming, keep on singing. Here it goes. Well, I feel like riding an old freight train. I'm gonna ride it through the sun and the wind and the rain. Well, I know if I stay here, then you're bound to complain. Well, I feel like riding an old freight train, and I know I'm gonna wait for a long, long while. I'm gonna miss your pretty face and the way that you smile. You don't count the days, babe, and I won't count the miles. I think I'm gonna wait for a long, long while. And I know I'm bound to travel, and it's awfully far. I had some whiskey and tobacco and this steel guitar, gallon of water and a can of beans. I'm going to a place that they call the Lost Camp Dream. It's an endless highway, and I'm bound to take it. No destination, honey, but I'm gonna make it. Oh, the Lost Camp, it ain't so far away. I'm bound to stay there now, into my dying day. Let's check it out. Well, I got pulled off, I was riding BNSF. I was guilty of trespassing, but I am not a theft. I'm not the bum that you're looking for. I didn't steal any cargo. I didn't paint the boxcar door. I used a little school chalk. It rubs right off, you know? I write my name on it. It says, "Oh, day pride, mothers." And I'll see you next time when I ride this line again. But it's hard luck here, boy. and it's hard luck there. You know trouble gonna find me, and it's everywhere. I've been astray since the day I was born. My spirit's clean, but my clothes are all torn. I got the old tramp lost camp, no food stamp blues. Ain't no money in my pocket, and there's holes in these rambling shoes. When you ain't got nothing, you've got hell, I'm confused. Lord, I've got them a lost camp blues. It's an endless highway, and I'm bound to take it. No destination, but I'm gonna make it. And oh, the lost camp, it ain't so far away. I'm bound to stay there now, into my dying day.
Thank y'all. Hey, thank y'all so much. So this is a first night of I think it's a 7-show run I'm doing with Parker Smith. If you have friends up Bend Way, we'll be at Silver Moon Brewing tomorrow. And then if you have any folks down in the North Bay, let them know we'll be Healdsburg, California, at a place called Elephant in the Room. And I'll take this moment to mention we'll also be through here next week over in the Applegate Valley playing at Wild Wines and Sam Bond's next week as well. So there you go, folks. So how about a new song for y'all? Many of you know that I grew up in Northwest Wisconsin. Some of you folks here tonight I might know from back there. But I've been trying to find my way home ever since, you see.
Well, the Midwest is cold as hell sometimes, but other times the land it is burning. 7 directions are in my mind, and outside the wind it keeps turning. My grandfather thought he owned half this land, but the land was owning him. Now it's cold as hell on a Sunday morn. Let me sing that old death hymn. Gone are the old ways, gone with the old days. Gone is the land I once loved. Fried is the countryside, dried out like a rawhide. Dead are them field road doves. Foreseen, forsaken, this death wish I'm making. Been breaking a golden rule. Well, the land has been tortured like a graveyard orchard at the door of a public school. And oh, Spring Valley, your land is the best. All the fields in Dunn County are so goddamn depressed. Spraying for bugs, and they're spraying for pests, destroying the land of my ancestors' rest. For years I've been saying and constantly praying, all the spraying has got to end. For the crops that you're raising, they ain't worth appraising. They'd only bring harm in the end. Seems quite alarming that you call this farming. It is nature's will you bend. And there's no denying that the fields are all dying, the old ways you couldn't defend. And old red cedar, your water runs green. It's been a long time since your body was clean. And all these cash croppers are just money-hungry fiends, destroying the land of my childhood dreams. Destroying the land of my childhood dream. Your water runs green. It's been a long time since your body was clean. All these cash croppers, money-hungry fiends, destroying the land of my childhood dream. And oh, Spring Valley, your land was the best. But all the fields in Dunn County are so goddamn depressed, spraying for bugs, weeds, and pests, destroying the land where my ancestors rest.
I've only been gone from this area for 6 months, but man, it feels like a lifetime. Things change fast, especially when they're not directly in front of you all the time. That's the hardest part about traveling for me, being a father and all. I don't want to miss any of Theo's life, my son, my manager, Theo. But you can't have it all in life, you know, and you got to sacrifice things to have what you want most, and all I really want to do is provide a good life making music, and I've been able to do that to some degree. I don't regret anything, just learning. I'm talking to y'all, not the internet. This one's called Mountain Air. Well, this mountain air is gonna keep me strong. Between two rivers, deep and long, back down in the valley, that's where the children play. Way out west, they'd gone to stray. Now the sun is beating at my back. There's an endless, lonesome railroad track. I'm a-walking slow, but I've been walking hard. I dreamt your face in the old train yard. And I miss these people that I once knew. Seasons change and folks do too. They're way back east and I'm way out west. Right or wrong, I think I did my best. So I walked all the way to the edge of town. I thought a little while, then I turned back around. I guess I've grown too old to run. I've been dreaming of the land of the midnight sun. That's Alaska. Well, my stomach is empty and my mind's full of dust. I can't seem to name a single soul that I trust. So I guess it's time to head for the hills. Gonna blow my nose with $100 bill. Money means nothing when you're high. It's got no worth up there in the high mountain country. Ain't no cell phone gonna save you either. Well, it's been a long time since I've been seen back down in the valley, sober and clean. Things ain't always what they seem. Spring came early and the valley's green. Come on home to the valley floor. Stop on down at the general store. I heard the talk of town, then I walked some more. I just kept going till my legs were sore. Never guess what the talk of town was again. It was me. People get bored, you know. Gotta shake it up and change it on them, then they find something new to talk about. Say you need me and you need me back. Well, you're the best thing I ever had. Love's the strongest thing I know. I'd be there no matter where you go. 2,000 miles is a long, long ways, but I'll make it through in just 3 days. I'd take it straight, I'd take it slow. Back to the land of the ice and snow. So come the day, my final breath is coming for us all. It's the one thing we have in common. Physically, I'll meet my death. Tell my friend from Tennessee he hasn't heard the last of me. Write a song in memory. You gotta pray beneath the willow tree. Pray beneath the willow. I got my own God, by the way. I ain't playing to that white dude in flip-flops. Thank you all so much. If there's any particular song you want to hear that I play frequently, I'm happy to take a stab at it. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep playing all these new songs.
I always love to hear the song about your brother.
I got a couple of those. Which brother? Oh, that's a stretch. I'm going to do a town song. That I can do. All right. All right. Skis. All right, I got a couple songs here I can do for these folks. I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming. If you want to hear Freebird, go down to Boatnik. They're probably playing the hell out of Freebird. I was down there yesterday with Danny Nicoletta, taking photographs in front of the carnival rides. All right. This one I wrote for my mama. It's called She Ain't No Quitter. Well, I'm cross-country skiing down the Red Cedar River. My coat's too thin and I'm bound to shiver. At the break of day, the paper boy delivers. The headlines read that she ain't no quitter. You know that she ain't no quitter. Oh, she's got 6 kids and a sink full of dishes. There's no man around gonna grant her wishes. The yard's a big mess and the neighbors complain. You know they call the cops every time that it rains. But she ain't no quitter. Oh, my life's been hard, baby, there is no doubt. But that's not what this song's about. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And it's not fair just to blame the mother. Don't be so bitter. Well, winter's getting long and my money's getting tight. I slept all day and I drank all night. I went downtown and I started a fight. And I didn't shut up until I proved I was right. Well, I ain't no quitter. Check it out. Well, the whole next day, well, I had no voice. I didn't want to work, but I had no choice. I smoke, I drink, I pushed again. Then my voice came back around 3 a.m. But I ain't no quitter. I sing my way till the morning dawn. I looked around, all my friends were gone. I tried to sleep, but I did not succeed. So I got back up and I put on my skis. I ain't no sitter. I slipped on ice, I slid through snow. I skied my ass to Idaho. I skied 3 days and I didn't look back, all because of one simple little fact. She ain't no quitter. Thank you so much. This next song I call Roll Home Lucinda, and that's off a little recording I did in Nashville in 2020 called The Magnolia Sessions, and I re-recorded it on my Lost Camp album. And I hope you enjoy it, because it's just like this. Pick that up in Bakersfield. That's what Buck Owens does. Roll home, Lucinda, Lucinda, roll slow. You ain't got a damn place to go. Your pockets are empty and you don't own a purse. You're way out in the desert. You're dying of thirst. And you can't remember one single verse. So you've been flying down the highway in the back of a hearse. You've long been forgotten, just like the rest, who spent their whole lives in the wicked Southwest. It's a land that's forsaken, a land barren dry. Strange things flying, around up in the sky. It's right out in the open, away from it all, abiding by the coyote law. You got to roll home, Lucinda. I wanna roll with you. I would go anywhere that you ask me to. Roll home, Lucinda. Let's go California, I'm counting the days till I leave your crooked city and your reckless highway. Gone back to Arizona, Lucinda and I, gonna stay put down in Bisbee till the day we both die. Right out in the open, away from it all, abiding by the coyote law. And they'll never believe what you think you saw. Take a ride through Arizona, away from it all. You got to roll home, Lucinda. I wanna roll with you. I would go anywhere that you ask me to. Hell, I go to Nebraska. Let's try anything. Kansas, Iowa, here we come. so much. Hey, Parker, can I get you to join me on the bones on this next little number? All right, I'm going to have my buddy Parker come back up. He's going to grab his bones real quick. And please support him, buy all of his merch. Maybe you noticed those gas prices out there in the world. He's got some CDs, T-shirts, vinyl records, and his records are just as good as his live set. So check that out after the show. And make welcome Mr. Parker Smith. Come play on bones. Yeah, that's it. This one's real straightforward. Sounds good. I call this one the Country Living Blues. Well, I tried my luck in the big old city. I learned all sorts of new things there. I spent all my money in the city. I paid this man to chop my hair. Did a wonderful job, too. Well, I've got me a job in the city. And I make about $80 a day. Don't it seem like a shame or a pity? And ain't that the city living way? Well, it's the end of the summertime, and I've got a restless mind. And I'm downright sick of the news. Well, I want to go unwind. You know I got to get back to mountain time. You know I've got them, the country living blues. I wanna go back to Montana on my way down to Tennessee. I gotta see some family in the Midwest. Gotta see a friend in Kentucky. I've been dreaming of Wyoming out there in the open West. My fill of city living, country life is what I know best. Make some noise now. Well, that life was fine in the country, and then I got this wild idea I should up and move to town. Now I dream of the country, and I wish a strong wind would come blow that city down. Oh man, there goes Phoenix and LA, blowing all around like aluminum cans. One little storm, and there you go. Well, what do you say? Should we hear these bones again? All right. 1, 2, 3, in that big old city. She don't care for cows and things. She likes things smooth and pretty. And she don't like the way I sing. That's okay though. Well, that city gal was mine. It was just for a short time. And my Irish heart's been bruised.
country living blues. I wanna go back to Montana on my way down to Tennessee. I gotta see some family in the Midwest, gotta see a friend down in Kentucky. Well, I've been dreaming old Wyoming out there in that open West. My fella said a living country life is what I need.
All right, thank you, folks. That's it. That sounds good, because half the time I play Southern Oregon, everybody's so damn stoned. What? Somebody do something? All right. Hey, I hope you're all having a nice time. I know we are. Thanks for coming out. And I'm going to make a couple adjustments here and play another song. Damn, it got really quiet all of a sudden, huh? Whoa. Freakishly quiet there for a minute. Woo! Yeah, that's it. That's more like it. It's all these chairs. You know, we might have to get rid of these chairs soon enough. I've had this. If you're dancing in your chair, just move that chair. They ain't got no problem with it. All right. How you doing, Joe? Trevor? You doing well? Beautiful. Thanks for having us. All right, so this is another brand new song, and you know, I mentioned I have a record I just put out called The Lost Camp, available over here at the merch table. But in a couple of months, I'm putting out yet another record that I've been working on back in Nashville for the last couple of years. It's the Lone Wolf self-titled record. I'm going to go all the way back to the Northeast this fall and keep grinding away. Mostly because I don't know what else to do with life. So I just keep doing this. Feels good.
Well, I'll tell you all about a friend of mine. Perhaps you've heard her name. She strapped a pistol on her hip and she caught a Georgia train. Went on that train rode Dolly Jones, a best friend at her side. Well, little did they know that night that this ride would change their lives. This ride would change their lives. Well, it started off slow, smoking and a drinking, riding on the CSX line. They was singing loud and speaking proud, but soon they would be crying. Soon they would be crying. Well, the very next day in a home-bum jungle, an old tramp giving lip, anxious to prove that she was hard, somebody was bound to slip. Bella was first to grip. Bella Bay, oh Bella Bay, you made your life so hard. You shot a man in Georgia, down in the old train yard. Bella Bay, oh Bella Bay, it's time to start again. You forget about old Georgia, come back to your kin. You gotta come home to a friend. Now everywhere I go, it's Bella Bay. She's a regular country star. All around they play her songs in all the towns and bars. Fame can happen quick, my friend. This I am quite sure. Well, all these folks know who you are, but I know who you were. Lord, I know who you were. Bella Bay, oh Bella Bay, you made your life so hard. You shot a man in Georgia, down in the old train yard. Bella Bay, oh Bella Bay, it's time to start again. Forget about old Georgia, you come home to your friends. You gotta come home to a friend. Whatever happened to Dolly Jones? Many folks do ask. He just could not live with himself and he could not escape the past. Late one night in South St. Louis, he was drinking from his granddad's flask. He decided that he'd end it all. I heard his shotgun blast. He tied it awfully fast. Bella Bay, oh Bella Bay, you made your life so hard. You shot a man in Georgia down in the old train yard. Bella Bay, oh Bella Bay, it's time to start again. Forget about old Georgia, you come back to your kin. Bella Bay, oh Bella Bay, you live a life of fame. But those of us who know you best know the life of shame. I got to know the life of shame.
Thank y'all. Is my friend Shari in the house? Shari, you out there somewhere? You got that washboard? I'm gonna have my friend Shari come play with me a little bit. So give her a round of applause. I'll never forget the day I met this beautiful human because somebody told me about her. And I was busking in the plaza in Ashland on like 100-degree day. It was a hot day, and I wanted a piece of jewelry for my septum, and somebody said there's this little shop up the way. And I walked all the way there, and I smelled horrible, and she just gave me a big hug. And she didn't care, and we were friends ever since. We played more shows together than I can count, but it's been a good while now, so it's great to see you. And let's play some more, huh? All right. Hell yeah, this is great. It's good to see everybody. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll take y'all out to Wyoming now. I'm going to sing you a song about my friend Leo Hakola's ranch. He lives out in LaBarge, Wyoming. He's got some of the only trees around because there's a little thread of water running through his property out on Sally Valley Ranch. The nearest town is called LaBarge, but we call it L.A. Barge to make it sound more important, L.A. Barge. And they have a gas station there. That's about it. This one's called Sally Valley.
Going back to Sally Valley, I wanna go back to Leo's town. I'm gonna sit down at the kitchen table. I'm gonna feel this whole world turn around. I'll be stringing up beads, I'm making coffee, stacking up firewood. He's gonna make some sound. Hog's Back Mountain, southwest Wyoming. Now the stars are shining in L.A. Barge. Back at the ranch, the spring flows like a fountain. There are no laws, but there's a ghost in charge. There is a ghost in charge. Colorado. Lots of fine folks that I met there. The smell of black powder at the rendezvous. Think I'm doing some trading with my friend Tall Bear. Oh, with my friend Tall Bear. But I ain't back in Colorado. No, I can't go back. No, I ain't going back. No way, no how. Southwest Wyoming, I'm bound to own it for all I have. Well, it's here right now. You know it's here right now. Won't you take me back to Sally Valley? You got to keep me there where I belong. Wide open spaces, in the rocks there are faces where the nights are short and the days are long. You know the days are long. Oh, let's play a shot. Sally Valley, I'm going back to Leo's town. I'm gonna sit down at the kitchen table. I'm gonna feel the whole world turn around. Right here. You know the world turns around. All right, give it up. That's Shari on the washboard. How about I do one more song with her? How's that sound? We're gonna do a slightly rowdy one. Is that all right? That's all we used to do, you know. All right. This one is about the pros and cons of both monogamous and open poly relationships, and I happen to be bad at both, so I'm a selfish mother, but I have a really badass partner who enables me to go out in the world and do this, and for that, I am grateful. Give you my love, and I'd like to give it all. Well, it don't really bother me, or your skin that others see. You are wild like the wind and sea, born to break the law. But I ain't here to convince you, you will do just what you choose. I wait until the summer's through, no longer in the fall. And you don't have to sing about it, I don't want to write about it. So let's not reminisce about it, let's not build a wall. Well, you know I am not true. You know I am not true. I will only make you blue. I always have and I always do. Well, you know I am not true. You know I am not true. I will only make you blue. Ooh, always heaven, always you. Take you out, buy you things, write you songs I'd never sing. I would fly for you with a broken wing, but you'd never have a clue. Well, you've had lovers, quite a few. They come and go like the morning dew. Every day it's someone new, but I still bow my head to you. Father Time, he's quite a sight. He's who makes your hair turn white. He's who made your chest so tight. Your eyes are bright and blue. Well, those eyes of yours I've known a while. They never felt to make me smile. I would walk a country mile to lie down next to you. But you know I am not blue. You know I am not true. I will only make you blue. I always have and always do. Well, you know I am not true. You know I am not true. I will only make you blue. Ooh, always have and always. All right, thank you. Thank you. Shy Weatherford on the washboard, dropping in with no rehearsal. Shit, I can't remember the last time I had a rehearsal with anybody, to be perfectly honest. All right, folks, thank you all so much. Hell yeah. 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 All right. Hey, thank you. Yeah, it does happen to be my birthday. I'm going to relapse and black out. It's going to be great. Yeah. Hey, you know, while I'm talking about blacking out, would you mind if I did a Barefoot Surrender song? Joe, a little more kick. Yeah. Well, oh, my mama, she said to me, I've only done my best. Spread your wings, for now you are free. It's time for your mama to rest. It's time for your mama to rest. And oh, my lady, she said to me, I am no longer yours to claim. Well, that breaks my heart, you're drinking again. I'll try not to complain. I'll try not to complain. Well, I am no longer tied to the fate that you provide. Close your eyes and I'll be on my weary way. There ain't nothing you can say to make your poor boy stay. Back to the San Francisco Bay. Back to the San Francisco Bay. She speaks again, but it's now softly. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. Two good eyes, but you still cannot see. I am the gal who made you strong. I'm the gal who made you strong. I remember my drunken daddy, he said to me, you know your mama will never confess. In your young eyes there's so much of me. Your papa, he's running out of breath. Your papa, he's running out of breath. And oh, my sister, she said to me, when will you ever change? Breaks my heart that you're using again. I'm gonna try not to complain. Try not to complain. Well, I am no longer tied to the fate that you provide. Close your eyes and I'll be on my weary way. Ain't nothing you can say to make your poor boy stay. Back to the San Francisco Bay. Back to the San Francisco Bay. She speaks again, but it's now softly. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. Two good eyes, but you still cannot see. I'm the gal who made you strong. I'm the gal who made you strong. I am the gal who made you strong. I'm the gal who made you strong.
All right, folks, thank you so much. I just have a few more tonight before I go on my way, but again, I thank you all for coming, and I'm going to try out a Dave Stamey tune now for a couple folks in the room who maybe know who that is. By that, I mean Parker and my friend Nikki, and hopefully Rotten. But I heard this song. Dave Stamey, as far as I know, is just an old cowboy songwriter who plays, from my understanding, on a lot of the rodeo and cowboy poetry gathering circuits and maybe everywhere in between that I'm not aware of. But it really doesn't matter because I just really love his music so much that I learned this song by ear. I didn't look it up or anything. I just listened to it over and over until I thought I could come up with my own version of that. And it's called 12 Mile Road. So this will be my first cover song tonight, and then I'm going to play a Townes Van Zandt song for Nasal Pickens back there. And I'll close shop with a couple more original new tunes. So hope you dig. It's called 12 Mile Road.
There's an old gravel road following the section line, out where dreams are held together with sweat and bale and twine. Will you gather your road on a tractor? It's over 30 years old. There's a mortgage and kids to be fed out on 12 Mile Road. Well, it's just a stretch of country. The wind comes blowing through. Homesteaders stopped out and blew away. Ain't nobody out here but you. But I know someday it's gotta turn around. Lord, it turns so slow. But it ain't rained since April out on 12 Mile Road. Out on 12 Mile Road. Lord, they turn so slow. Hanging on to a ragged dream out on 12 Mile Road. So you raise some hay and a few head of cows. You swing the hammer in town. You do anything you could but God do, just trying to keep your feet on the ground. Because if a person works hard enough, he can turn that straw into gold. Or ain't that the way it's supposed to be out on 12 Mile Road? Out on 12 Mile Road. Lord, it turns so slow. Hanging on to a ragged dream out on 12 Mile Road. Now you dream of the day when the air is clean, the fences all run true, all of your worries just vanish like smoke, all the hard times are through. You look down from the top of the hill, your dreams will be there to hold. Or ain't that the way it's supposed to be out on 12 Mile Road? Out on 12 Mile Road. Lord, they turn so slow. reggae dream out on 12 Mile Road. Out on 12 Mile Road, Lord, they turn so slow. It ain't rained since April out on 12 Mile Road. Driving through the desert, driving all alone, and it's Easter Sunday. I'm a long ways from home. Oh, Arizona, that's where my son lives. These highways are endless. Something's gotta give. Been thinking about you, babe. Are you thinking about me? The season has changed now, and I should just let you be. Good old El Paso, you're a strange one indeed. I miss old Wisconsin, and I miss Tennessee. I changed my last name now, and I threw away my map. I will never get stuck, Lord, in that old Bisbee trap. Oh, Cochise County, you're stuck in your ways, where it's cool in the evening and hot in the day.
All right, thank you so much. Just got a couple more. This one goes out to my buddy Nasal Pickens. This is a Townes Van Zandt cover. And just like that Dave Stamey tune, I have to really like a song to play it. I'm a songwriter, so every once in a while I like a song enough to learn it and make it my own, so to speak. This one's called Close Your Eyes, I'll Be Here in the Morning. There's no stronger wind than the one that blows down a lonesome railroad line. No sweeter sight than a looking back on a town that you left behind. And there's nothing that's as real as the love that's in my mind. So close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Well, there's lots of things on down the road I would surely like to see. I like to lean into the wind and I tell myself I'm free. But your softest whisper is louder than the highway's call to me. So close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. All the rivers and these mountains and the valleys don't compare to your blue-lit dancing eyes and your yellow shining hair. Well, I could never hit the open road and just leave you lying there. So close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Lay your head down easy, love, and you close your crying eyes. I'll be there beside you when the sun is on the rise, and I would wait as long as a cuckoo sounds and a lonesome blue jay cries. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Well, thank y'all. You've been a lovely audience tonight. I tell you, there's a difference between a crowd and an audience. A crowd kind of stands around like a high school cafeteria. They're all like looking over their shoulder to see who's acting which way and reacting to who. And an audience is engaged in what a person's doing. So thank you for being an audience. I got one more song for y'all. There ain't no place like the family farm where I carved my name in the old hay barn, where I always let my good guard down. I do not wish to ramble round. Them old songs fill my weary head. I know them well, both live and dead. I see the snowflakes fall on the earth and clay. I know I'd make it back someday. Grandpa, oh Grandpa, I still dream of this pretty gal in the old hometown, and I hope someday we could both lay down in an open field in a timeless land. She'd know the touch of a hard tramp man. He's just an old cowhand. Been a wandering soul for far too long. I've lived all the words of a hobo song. I done all types of things, both right and wrong. I rode the train for 5 years strong. It was a 5 year strong. Ah, but I do not wish to ride no more. Won't you lay me down on the cabin floor? That old wood stove gonna keep my ass warm, 'cause there ain't no place like a family farm. Well, hope y'all had a good time. Thanks for the nice warm welcome back. Y'all come see Aurelia's band next week. She's coming up with her new band of beautiful ladies from Bisbee. Watch out now. And Parker and I will be at Wild Wines out in the Applegate if you want a mountain type of experience. Come on out. I'm gonna sing this verse one more time, play the melody one more time, be on my way. Here I come. Well, there ain't no place like that family farm where I carved my name in the old hay barn. I always let my good guard down, and I do not wish to ramble round. Them old songs fill my weary head. I know them well, both live and dead. The snowflakes fall on the earth and clay. I know I'd make it back someday. Yeah, I know I gotta go back someday. I had to remember that Bob Wills tune. We'll play that sloppy style. All right, thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all again maybe back in August or sometime like that. I really don't know. But we'll hope to see you at Wild Wines. Take care, be good to each other, be good to yourselves. Cheers.